everyone. Welcome to Ranger Stadium in Methuen. I believe that's what it's called. We're at Chelmsford High School football. I'm Dan Kachufis, joined by Bruce Byam. Bruce, long time since we've seen each other. Yeah.
Long time, Dan. Certainly not anything to do with you and I, but just a scheduling problem last week where Chelmsford was off. And this has been the start of the most crazy football season I think I've ever seen. We're into the first week in October. Chelmsford's playing its third football game and has yet to find its way to a home game.
Yeah, I guess we're playing next week at home against Andover, I believe?
Yes, it is Andover. So I know that it's certainly something that the coaches probably didn't want, a break after playing two games. They start their season, what seems like starting over again immediately after playing a real solid football game against Tewksbury.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And about last week's, the last football game against Tewksbury, 26-14, really the score, you know, a lot closer than the game actually was.
It was. I think Chelmsford certainly dominated. If you remember, they were stopped inside the 5-yard line, right on the goal line. They scored. Tewksbury scored late in the football game. That certainly was a Chelmsford team that started out the game real well and just proceeded to dominate, I thought, from start to finish.
And incredibly, Mark Brown had a great game, over 200 yards passing. How often is it that you see someone with 200 yards passing in a high school football game?
How often, I hope Coach Rich will excuse me, but how often do you see a Chelmsford quarterback with 200 yards, maybe in 2 or 3 games in a season? So he was outstanding. He had his receivers open. He found his receivers. They made some real nice catches. I think it took Tewksbury a little bit by surprise, the game plan. And last week I thought was a victory for the entire coaching staff, players. I thought they prepared the kids real well to play, and it certainly, I think, showed in the performance of the team.
And we're back, and we're joined by Dr. Stu Weisfeld this time. Mr. Weisfeld?
Nice to be here. Nice to be here with you guys. You did a great job the first few games, and I guess they thought I was the Dennis Miller of Chelmsford, so they wanted me in the booth with you two gentlemen.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you with us, Doctor, and I know that with your great coaching experience with the softball program that you can only add to the dimensions of our talent and the football program as well. So we welcome you aboard.
Thank you very much, but you understand I usually work with women and young girls, so I may be at a loss with you gentlemen.
Well, we'll do our best to keep you up to date, and I'm sure that you will never be at a loss for words.
Do you realize, I wonder if the vast TV audience realize what a celebrity you've been in town, Bruce. Here's a gentleman who played in the city golf tournament, and we don't like to ask what he did in that tournament. But then he forged a card and came in as a seniors, and he's the city seniors champion, and his close friends refer to him as Tiger Byam now. So congratulations. I thought that was an outstanding achievement.
Thank you, and now everyone knows why Dr. Weisfeld was invited tonight, so that's certainly great to see him.
But anyway, now going this week in Methuen, and Methuen actually beat Billerica 8-7.
Unbelievable.
That's very unbelievable.
Methuen is a football team that I think you always have to be careful with. Even though Chelmsford has won 5 out of the last 7 with them, they can, 2 years ago over here, Methuen won 8-7. It was a real ugly football game, to be perfectly blunt. Methuen makes you look bad sometimes. They scrap on defense. They don't quit. I'm sure they're going to remember last year too, Dan, when Chelmsford was handily on top by 42-13. So I'm sure they haven't forgotten that.
But a big reason why Chelmsford won 2 weeks ago was Mark Brown. Absolutely phenomenal in the last game.
Mark had a really fine football game. He threw the ball extremely well, found his receivers. His receivers were big targets, but Mark found them, and the receivers made nice plays. I think Mark is someone that will only get better as the season goes along. The key now maybe is to find a little balance between the passing and the running game. But I was really just extremely pleased with the way that Mark played, and I'm sure that his teammates and coaches were as well.
You know, and Coach Rich said that Mark really didn't look that good in warm-ups that game. And he comes out and, you know, has probably one of the best games I've seen out of a Chelmsford quarterback, you know, since I've started following Chelmsford football.
Yeah, no question about it. And I'm sure that tonight the field is wet, it's slippery. I watched in warm-ups that many of the receivers were slipping. So I think that it's going to be a key to be able to establish a little bit of the running game tonight in order to set up the passing. And I'm sure that Mark will acquit himself quite nicely under those circumstances.
The thing that I was impressed with, not only did he hone in on one receiver. He had 4 or 5 of his athletes catching the ball. Made him look very good, and you couldn't defense just one receiver. Of course, the smart lad looked extremely good, but there were more than one.
Mark's thrown 4 touchdown passes in 2 games, and I think Jeff has caught 2 touchdown passes. So it's becoming a real solid combination, throw it and catch it. And as you said, he does have some other receivers who seem to have really good hands as well.
But right now what we're going to do, we're actually going to take a look at Mark Brown. We have an interview from Mark Brown, so we're going to take a look at that right now.
I'm outside the Conrad gym with the starting star quarterback of the Chelmsford Lions, Mark Brown. How you doing today, Mark?
I'm doing pretty good.
So, Mark, not to be a negative or anything, but your passing game was a little bit shaky in the beginning, and so have you been improving in that?
Yeah, passing game's been a lot better. O-line pass protection is unstoppable, and nobody really gets in on me, so I just do what I can. Let the receivers catch the ball, and they'll do the rest.
Exactly. And so tomorrow's game against Methuen. What are your feelings about Methuen right now? It's a
Methuen, good team. They fight hard. I don't think they're going to be able to out-push us around because we're tougher kids. Hands down, we're going to just throw them around.
All right, we're back, and Bruce, Mr. Weisfeld, what are the keys for tonight's game?
Well, I think basically Chelmsford will have to play tough on offense because Methuen always plays strong defense. I think mixing up, as we said earlier, pass as well as run, and then Chelmsford's defense has to show real well. But I think a balanced attack is what Bruce is looking for, and I think we'd be looking for that.
Stuart, I think you hit it right on the head. I think that's exactly what they need to do. In both of their first 2 games, they've come out and established in their opening drive, they've scored a touchdown, and it would be nice to see them make that 3 for 3. Get off to a good start, cut down on the turnovers, and keep Methuen playing defense, basically.
All right, so with that, obviously, one of the keys is going to be that they try to establish a running game today. I think they're going to have to. The field's a little bit wet. Receivers are going to slip up. It's a little bit windy, too, and cold. So that running game, really, they're going to need to do that.
And one thing about Methuen, they usually play Chelmsford very tough. Coach Klimas always seems to have a good game plan for us. So it's going to be interesting to see how the team responds. They were kind of nudgy because they had the week off, and I think this is good to get them back in sync.
Definitely.
I agree. And a night game, and I think they're really happy to play again. I know that Chelmsford's looking forward to this night. Let's hope it's a successful one.
Definitely. Chelmsford coming in, ranked 9th in the state in the Boston Globe poll. Polls, of course, don't mean nothing, but it's nice to say we're in the top 10. But anyway, when we come back, we're going to have Chelmsford taking on Methuen in an MVC showdown.
All right, the captains are out in the at the 50-yard line. Introduction of the officials, and we're just about set to go. Chelmsford coming into tonight's game with a 2-0 record, looking to extend that. They've won 16 out of their last 18 contests. Even the 2 that they lost were only by a total of 4 points. So they've certainly been a team to reckon with. Coach Rich has turned his record around to 21 victories and 19 losses, and he has established himself with real strong Chelmsford football teams.
And definitely, he's had really good players. Proud to say my class, took us to win 2 points in the Super Bowl. And this class, looks like it could do the same thing, take them to the Super Bowl.
I know that he would like to establish control of this football game right away. Being a team that's undefeated, I'm sure he would like to get the football. Chelmsford has won the toss, and they've elected to receive.
Has won the toss and will receive the first half kickoff.
Back here at Nicholson Field, Chelmsford taking on Methuen in what looks to be a pretty good game. Methuen always plays Chelmsford very tough.
This will be an interesting football game. Methuen's coming off a loss last week to Tewksbury, where they were defeated 19-0. But the score was a little bit not indicative of the game. It was close until the end. And Tewksbury just broke it open late in the football game. So Methuen has a strong defensive football team, and it will be a good test for Chelmsford, especially coming back off an open bye week.
The big thing for Chelmsford, you know, obviously is to establish the running game.
Methuen is kicking off to Chelmsford, and back deep for Chelmsford, Sheridan and Smart to receive the kickoff. It's not raining at the moment, although it's cool, it's foggy. It's really actually a nice night to play football, and I'm sure that after banging each other around all week, Chelmsford is ready to hit some other jerseys besides their own. And the kickoff is on the ground. It's squibbed. Johnny Kidd has picked it up, drops it, and picks it up again and starts straight back up the middle. He's got some room to the outside. Johnny has got a nice hold to the outside. Picked the ball up on his own 30-yard line, brought it back to the Methuen 44-yard line. First and 10, Chelmsford.
Finally brought down by Jeff Farrelly, who was Methuen's quarterback.
That was kind of I don't know if that was deliberate squib kick or not, but it certainly worked out for Chelmsford. They have excellent field position now to start this first drive of the game.
Tonight is number 14, Mark Brown.
Mark Brown brings the Lions out. Johnny Kidd is the running back. Wide receivers to the right. Tight end in tight. Brown calls signals and drops back immediately, rolls right, looks for a receiver on the right side, and hits number 22, Jeff Ravanas.
Number 22, Jeff Ravanas.
And he makes a nice gain out to somewhere in the vicinity of close to first down yardage, gain of about 8 yards, makes it 2nd and 2. Ball is on the Methuen 37-yard line. So Chelmsford came right out and threw it, Dan.
Yeah, what I think Chelmsford is going to try to do, they're going to have, you know, we already know they have a great passing game. They're just going to have to balance that with the run, use the passing game to set up the run.
Brown calls signals. In motion is Smith to the left. Big hole for John Kidd. Off tackle, John Kidd running hard down inside the 25-yard line to about the 23-yard line of Methuen. John Kidd, nice run off tackle. Got some nice blocks in the interior lineman. Chelmsford run 2 plays and threw it on the first down and has now used the running play, picked up his first down. It's first down Chelmsford on the Methuen 23-yard line.
Going with wide outs in every play, you notice, Bruce.
And Brown, nice fake to Kidd, drops back, looks over the middle, it throws incomplete.
Brown's pass falls incomplete.
Brown was rushed a little bit on the play by Methuen linebacker number 56, who is Oliver Atta. So it brings up a 2nd and 10 for Chelmsford.
Didn't seem to be any receiver in the vicinity.
No, I agree. I'm not quite sure whether the receiver might have fallen down or Mark just misread the play. But fortunately, Chelmsford still has the football. 2nd down and 10 to go for a first down. Opening minutes of the first period, 10:16 to go, no score in the game. Brown calling signals, eye backfield. Fakes it to Walsh, got a receiver, and off the hands of...
The pass was intended for number 99, Greg Myers. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Off the hands of Greg Myers. The ball was well thrown, Doctor. It was right there, and Greg just couldn't quite hold on to it. I'm sure the ball is a little bit slippery, but brings up a 3rd and 10 for Chelmsford.
As we used to say, it hit him in a bad spot.
Exactly.
But it was nicely thrown, and that play will go if they try it again.
Exactly. Nice fake he made, too, to his into the interior line. Passing down again for Chelmsford. Brown straight back, looks down the field, throws deep, looking for Smart in the end zone. What a great catch by Jeff Smart. He's on the goal line. Great pass, great catch by Jeff Smart. Chelmsford is knocking on the door in the opening minutes of the first period. Just a tremendous play by Brown and Smart.
Excellent. He laid right out for that ball. Beautiful catch. That's quite a combination for our team.
This is becoming a real weapon, the forward pass. Chelmsford has the ball, 1st and goal on the inside the 1-yard line of Methuen. Tight formation. Give to Kidd, straight up the middle.
Touchdown.
John runs in for the touchdown. Chelmsford has taken the opening drive, just as they have in the first 2 football games, and put up 6 points on the board. They went 45 yards on that drive after a nice kickoff return by John Kidd. A touchdown by John Kidd. Rather fitting, Dan.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Less than a yard to go, really. The only thing they could do was do the run. It was nice to see him get that pretty good hole opened up.
Excellent hole. And I know that Chumps was pleased to initially get right on the board. Key play in the drive was the 22-yard pass from Brown to Smart. And Smart made a real nice catch, as Dr. Weisfeld said. Eric Mounsey is on to attempt the extra point. Jeff Smart is the holder. And the snapper is Bill Walsh. Ball's down, kick is up, and it appears to split the upright. No, it's no good. A little bit wide to the right. So Chelmsford takes the lead, 6-0 with 9:50 to go in the first period.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. Chelmsford has taken the opening drive and marched the ball 45 yards in 7 plays. Chelmsford is getting ready to kick off. Eric Mounsey. Interesting formation, Dan, on this kickoff.
Look at that unusual kickoff formation.
Eric kicks it deep. Kicks the ball down to the 5-yard line. And it's Forelli on the return. He's taking the ball up the middle. He got some running room, and he brings the ball nicely back up to the 28.
Steve Hawkins, defensive stats, Willette, you see his defensive stats right there. Evan Dunn, plus 23, one of the better scores we've seen all season. John Marangi did a pretty good job. Mike Tusignot, absolutely incredible. 8 individual tackles. Tim Leahy, good job. Daly, one of the linebackers, he did an excellent job.
All right, we're coming back now. The ball on the 33-yard line, on their own 33-yard line. 1st and 10, and before they even can run a play, there's a flag. So some type of dead ball foul here.
Word came from probably a false start, a little bit of movement on the line. That's exactly what it is.
Legal procedure on Methuen. So Methuen will start 1st and 15. Ball is back on the 28-yard line of Methuen. Methuen quarterback is number 9, Rob Winters, and he will bring the team out. 180-pound senior Rob Winters. Methuen, 1st and 10, their first offensive play. Winters looks over the defense. He's got them spread out pretty well. Called signals. Drops back, quick pass out to the flat. Incompleted pass. Intended for Jeff Forelli. So it's a first down Chelmsford. It's a forward. It was Chelmsford has recovered this ball. The pass was interpreted as not being a forward pass. And Chelmsford has recovered the football.
Pretty lateral. And out of the reach. That'd be great if we could get a replay on that.
Timmy Daly was really in the right place at the right time. He did not give up on that ball at all. Realized that it was still a live ball, and Chelmsford has recovered a fumble, and they're now in great position on the Methuen 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Chelmsford. What an opportunity this could be, folks. Ball is given straight ahead to Walsh, who's got great running room. Bill Walsh is out.
Excellent hole. He had a great hole and sprung to his left. Unimpeded. Great run.
Take a look at the offensive stats. Mark Brown, 17 of 20, 252 yards. And Jeff Ravanis, 1 of 2 for 30 yards. Jeff Smart, 5 catches, 115 yards.
Here we go again. It's 1st and 10, Chelmsford. The ball's inside the 20. Brown looking to throw. He's got a receiver wide open. Looks like Mike Smith. And a great catch inside the 5-yard line. Another on target. Chelmsford just has receivers running wide open. The running game is clicking. Right now they are inside 1st and goal on the 4-yard line, Dan.
Yeah, this might be a case where the Methuen defense trying to get a feel of what Chelmsford is trying to do here.
And it's very difficult to get that feel where Chelmsford has mixed up the game with the run and the pass immediately. Chelmsford is leading 6-0. There is about 9 minutes left still in the first period, and Chelmsford is inside the 5-yard line. Full house backfield. Chelmsford get ball straight ahead, and it's a pass, and it's a touchdown. John Kidd, Mark Brown, touchdown pass number 5. Beautifully designed play. Looked like the run all the way, and there was John Kidd just rolling out into the flat. Mark Brown hit him wide open for the touchdown. Chelmsford 12, Methuen 0.
Second touchdown for John Kidd. Really did a good job. He got open.
Very good. The thing that's so nice about the Chelmsford offense, you never know who's going to be the hot receiver. They focus on one receiver and the other one's wide open. This was excellent.
Chelmsford's going to go for 2 now, having missed that first extra point. They're lining up in a straight eye backfield, looking for 2 points. Ball is faked. Brown is bootlegging to the left. He's got a receiver in the corner of the end zone, and it's complete again. And I can't see the receiver's
That's Mike
number.
Smith. That's 92.
Mike Smith again. Mike is really an important player in that drive.
The score is now.
That, we're gonna go to a commercial. Chelmsford leads 14-0.
Okay, Eric Moundsey's about to kick off following Chelmsford's second touchdown of the night in the first 3 minutes of the football game. Borelli is the receiver coming back from Methuen, tackled beautifully by number 24 of Chelmsford, who is Nick Palumbo.
Palumbo really did a good job hustling in there and cutting out Forelli's legs.
The ball is on the Methuen 26-yard line. 1st and 10 Methuen. They've run only 2 offensive plays here, and they're down 14-0. It's just the start, Dan, that Chelmsford wanted.
Definitely it is, and now they have a 14-0 lead. They really can't let up from here on out.
Winters brings his team out for his 3rd offensive play. Once again, the field is spread. Let's see if he puts the ball in the air again this time or keeps it on the ground. Long count. Drops straight back, quick handoff on the inside, and well defense by Chelmsford. A gain of about 3 yards on the play. Chelmsford tackle in there. Looks like number 52. George Zalakis, the ball carrier. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. Bring up 2nd and 6. Ball is on the Methuen 30-yard line.
Senior running back, good size, 5'11", 175.
And he showed some strength, Dan, going straight ahead that time. Methuen seems to have spread the field out a little bit, and maybe they're going to try to run inside on Chelmsford. Winters calling signals. It's a inside reverse. Chelmsford making a real good play. Number 52 for Chelmsford.
It's a late flag.
And a flag coming in late.
Let's see what the call's going to be.
John Merengue was the tackler,
Face mask on Chelmsford.
but we have a face mask penalty on Chelmsford. John Merengue has made 2 nice defensive plays already in this series, but somehow there was a hand in there, and this may bring up a first down for Methuen, and it does. So Methuen gets its initial first down of the ball game. The ball is now on the 38-yard line of Methuen. 1st and 10. Chelmsford leading 14-0, 7:42 showing on the clock.
Now this is where Chelmsford really has to stand tough. Unfortunate break with the false start, or the face mask, excuse me.
Looks like Winters is checking off the play at the line of scrimmage. He's been there a long time. Calls signals, hands straight ahead, and he is just drilled by number 51, Evan Dunn, but the ball was pitched to number 22 of Methuen. Dan, I was fooled on that play. Tom Randall.
I was wondering why people kept going.
Randall gained about 3 yards. All I saw was Evan Dunn just absolutely planting someone at the line of scrimmage, and he made a great play coming through, but the ball was apparently pitched out wide.
I've seen that a couple of times.
Nice handoff by the quarterback. All 3 of us in the booth were faked totally out on that play.
Once again, I'd have to go along with Coach Fletcher and the old eyes that are up here, with the exception of Dan. Dan, I'm surprised you didn't see that one. Well, whatever it was, folks, and this one I don't understand at all. That play did not count. It's 1st and 10 again. I don't think I've ever seen this where the play just did not happen. So now Methuen is coming wide with number 20, who is Mike Delaney. Mike gained about 6 yards, sweeping to his left.
Good job by the Methuen Rangers getting out, and they got a couple of key blocks there. Allowed him to get that 6 yards, but finally Evan Dunn in there. He made a nice tackle. Evan
Dunn, Greg Myers, both there. Looks like a gain of about 6 yards. Dan, what happened on that last play? I was totally amazed. Maybe the officials weren't ready, but the play certainly didn't happen.
I have no idea what happened in that play.
It was nice to see Evan be able to get a free tackle on that particular play. 2nd and 5.
That had to hurt.
Clock showing 6 minutes and 18 seconds and moving. Chelmsford 14, Methuen 0. We're in the first period. Second Methuen possession. Ball given straight ahead, up the middle, a gain of about 3. Close to a first down. Mike Delaney, the ball carrier. Tackled by John McIsaac. And Evan Dunn for Chelmsford, making nice plays in the middle of the Chelmsford defense. It's going to bring up close enough for a measurement, Dan.
I think it looks like he's a little bit short, probably about a football length short.
I think he's going to be short too, Dan. I think that's a good call on your part. It's going to create a situation where Methuen is going to have a third and probably less than a yard.
I agree. I think it's going to be short. Our eyes are.
That makes it official.
A free Motorola time
Methuen has started rather slowly, Dan, on offense. They just don't seem to have the speed and quickness that the Chelmsford football team has.
Inches.
It's close. Dan, what do you think?
In terms of, I didn't hear what you said, the size?
Is he didn't quite make it. He's got about 2 inches to go for the first down. So the ball is about the 50-yard line on the 49-yard line of Methuen. It's third and inches, and Methuen would certainly like Dan to not give the ball back to Chelmsford in this early in the first period again.
Yep, that's going to be one of their main keys right here. Just try to get it up. They spread it out a little bit, but they got the I formation.
Right, the quarterback may not give this ball to anybody but himself. So it's pretty tough to stop second and inches. He stood straight up, but he does have enough for the first down. Oh, the first quarterback sneak for the first down. The ball's at midfield. It'll be first and 10 for Methuen. No trick there, Dan.
Nope, that's what you got to do. You have 2 inches to go. Why not just give it to the quarterback?
The Methuen line is giving him a pretty good surge now. Calm down and are making Chelmsford's defense work hard.
Methuen's getting the block so far. They're a very tenacious football team so far.
Winters brings the team out. He has a lone setback. In motion is Forelli coming wide. And he's got some good yardage on the outside. Forelli has gained about 7 yards coming to his right, Dan.
I don't know about that. I think I saw a block in the back. Evan Chasen took out number 99 for Chelmsford.
Well, it may have been, but the officials didn't see it, so the play stands, and it brings up a second down and 4 for Methuen. Ball is on the 44-yard line of Chelmsford. We have a replay on that one. Dan?
Well, you really can't see it right there. You just get the ball carrier. It was really further in the backfield. Greg Myers really may have had a shot to take him down.
Forelli does have some speed to get outside. Methuen, it's flagged down on the play. Winters has a nice hold coming out to the outside, and he's knocked down by number 28 of Chelmsford.
I think you might see a holding call on this play.
Greg Jarvis, and looks like a hold on offside on Methuen. Methuen has a nice drive going here, and they don't need this penalty, Dan.
The Rangers were offside.
So it's an offside penalty against Methuen. It will be a 5-yard penalty. It will bring up second and about 8 yards to go now for a first down. Those flags can stop drives.
They certainly can. This might be a little break for the Lions, who seem to be getting outcharged at the line of scrimmage right now.
This would be a good time for Chelmsford to come up with a defensive stop. The clock is showing exactly 5 minutes to play in the first period, and Methuen has had the ball now for about 3 minutes. So Chelmsford defense has a little bit of a break. 2nd and 9 from midfield.
Time for a turnover.
And the quarterback still has it, and a nice pitch to Forelli on the outside. Winters made a great play on that. He was leveled by John McIsaac, but just as he got leveled, he made the pitch to Jeff Forelli, who kept the ball and got wide on Chelmsford's defense.
Nice speed around the corners once again. A nice handoff. The quarterback held it just long enough to suck in Chelmsford's defense. It
doesn't look like too much of a mystery right now. The Methuen wants to go wide, and Chelmsford's going to take a timeout and talk about this. And we've got a replay of this. Watch the quarterback. Well, I guess we just don't quite see it. We see the end of the play and the tackle being made by number 43 of Chelmsford, who is Brian Viglione, making a nice play in pursuit. But the play was made for the first down, and Coach Fletcher didn't like something, so he has called a timeout, and Methuen is moving the ball well. They started this drive on their own 30-yard line, and they have moved the ball now down inside Chelmsford territory to about the 36-yard line of Chelmsford.
I assume Coach Fletcher is giving one of his communication courses right now. He's been known to get a little animated, and we're very pleased that he does get animated.
Jack has been known to be able to get his point across, Doctor.
Yes, I understand that.
I know I listen when he speaks.
I do too.
All right, Methuen is coming back out onto the field. They have the ball 1st and 10. The clock shows exactly 4 minutes and 33 seconds in the first period. Chelmsford is leading 14-0. They scored on their initial drive of the game. John Kidd going about 1 yard for the touchdown, recovered a Methuen fumble, and 4 plays later, they were in the end zone again on a short Mark Brown to John Kidd pass plays, and a 2-point conversion to Mike Smith. So that's how we stand at the moment. 1st and 10, Methuen. Forelli is the deep back, and Forelli's got the ball. He's coming left, and he's got some room again going the other way. He's got a nice gain. He is looks like he's gotten another first down as he went left. Methuen is going left and coming back right.
Yeah, Forelli really had a couple of nice blocks, and he has great speed getting around that corner. As of this point, that is probably their best weapon. It's probably been their best weapon so far.
Methuen has a first down and 10 yards to go. The ball is just on the 25-yard line of Chelmsford. Methuen putting together, it's on about the 23-yard line. Methuen putting together a nice little drive here. They're spreading the field, and then they're sweeping one side to the other. And straight handoff up the middle to number 22 of Methuen, who is Tom Randall. Gain of about 2.
One thing that Methuen, really doesn't have the strength to do up the middle, and just because Chelmsford is so strong up the middle, is keep running
That's
up
right.
the middle. They'll have to keep doing that to keep Chelmsford honest.
I agree, Dan. I think that's exactly what they're doing. They're showing that play just enough to keep Chelmsford honest, but their real game plan is to go outside, and they've done that successfully. 2nd down and they'll call it 9 yards to go. The ball is on the 25-yard line of Chelmsford. Winters is the quarterback. Calls signals. Looking over the Chelmsford defense. He's going the option. He still has the ball. This time he gets knocked down hard by John McIsaac and Greg Myers. Nice tackle on the play. Wanted to pitch it, but he really didn't have anybody that time, Dan.
Nope, gets taken down in the backfield, and actually behind the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be about 3rd and 12. Chelmsford did a good job penetrating, really picked up well what was happening. Saw that Winters was coming, trying to option outside, and made a nice defensive stop.
That was a loss of about 4 on the play, which brings up a 3rd down now and 12. The ball is back just inside the 30-yard line of Chelmsford. So Methuen is marching the ball, but they're in a little bit of trouble at this particular moment. They have a 3rd down and 12. Let's see what they do. For some reason, they stopped trying to go wide, which was really successful for them.
I think right here is probably sometime that you're going to have to see him go wide.
And it's a little swing pass out to Forelli. This time he will cover that pass. That's the pass, Dan, that got them in trouble.
Yeah, they're calling it an incomplete pass.
That'll bring up 4th down for the
Still
Rangers.
behind the line of scrimmage. Brings down 4th down. I really think it was behind the line of scrimmage, though.
Well, it brings up a 4th down. That time the ball was just overthrown. Forelli was out on the flat, but the ball was over his head. Brings up a 4th down now and about 12 yards to go for the first down. Chelmsford leading 14-0. Let's see what Methuen does. And Methuen does call a timeout. So they didn't like something, and they're going to talk this play over. Important play for Methuen. Back live, and Methuen has the football on the Chelmsford 28-yard line, and it's 4th down and 12 to go for a first down. Methuen has driven the ball now about 60 yards since they took over the kickoff following the second Chelmsford touchdown. But it's a very difficult 4th down play for them right now, Dan.
Well, now the more that I think about it, this is really all they can do. They're quite deep into Chelmsford territory. 29-yard line, Chelmsford's 29. Really too shallow to punt it. I mean,
their success has been to run both left and right wide in this drive. We'll see what they come up with here. Looks like a passing situation for Methuen. Winters is the quarterback, calls signals. Looks downfield, he gets a rush, throws it, incomplete. He was rushed by Mike Tusino on that play, and it was a desperation pass. He had to throw the ball, Dan, right away.
Definitely he did. Tusig not like lightning getting through the line. We saw him do it a couple of times at North Middlesex, where he just got through the line very close to being offsides and, made a heck of a play.
So the Chelmsford defense has held. Methuen did keep the ball for about 6 minutes in this first period, but they came up empty, and now the Chelmsford offense is back on the field, leading 14-0. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the first period.
The big thing for Chelmsford is to eat some time off the clock right here.
That's right. Their touchdowns have come quickly. Brown calling signals. Straight quarterback draw, straight ahead for about 6 yards. It's the first time we've seen that, I believe, Dan.
Yeah, straight quarterback draw right there. Kind of
executed. We'll keep Methuen honest. And Brownie looked very good. Very
kind of
so that brings up a second down and about 4 to go for a first down. Chelmsford has the ball on their own 35-yard line. Brown calling signals. Mike Smith off the line of scrimmage. John Kidd and Bill Walsh, the running backs. And it looks like, that looks...
Tim Holt on the carry.
That's Tim Holt. That's Holt on the carry. And a nice run by Holt for Chelmsford. And going straight up the middle, got some nice blocks. Timmy Holt just exploded through the line, Dan.
Definitely he did. Great speed through the line and gets up to just about midfield. Really good hole opened up by the offensive line.
That's right. Chelmsford has so many weapons on offense. They have so many players. They keep bringing new people into the ball game on every offensive play. Straight handoff again. I faked my Mark Brown. Looking for some room on the outside. Looking for a block. He was hoping that Timmy Holt could set up a block for him there. Made a nice fake to Timmy going through the line. Looked to someone to throw the ball to, but pulled it down and ran it himself. Gained about 5 yards, Dan.
It's a good thing he did pull it in and run him himself because he was well over the line of scrimmage when he stopped and thought about passing the ball.
That's right. That was not the time to throw it. Second down, 6 yards to go for a first down. The ball is on the Methuen 45-yard line, 46-yard line. Brown is the quarterback. John Kidd, deep back. Ravanas and Smart, receivers. And it looks like Chelmsford has called a timeout. Jeff Smart called the timeout, Dan, way over by the Chelmsford bench. Something he saw he didn't like. We're back. It's Chelmsford football. They're on the Methuen 46-yard line. And a second down and 6 to go. Brown calling signals. Smith in motion. Straight handoff to John Kidd. And John Kidd
on the carry for
John Kidd brings the ball.
Gets about 1.5 yards right there. It's going to bring it to about 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5 for Chelmsford. Important play here. I'm sure they'd like to keep the football for the remainder of this first period, which shows 1:16 on the clock and counting. Chelmsford, 3rd down and 5, ball on the 45-yard line of Methuen. Another new formation for Chelmsford. Brown straight back, quick looking pass, caught by Jeff Smart. Nice catch by Jeff. A little bit behind him, Dan. He still pulled it in.
Yep. Jeff Smart has really done a nice job all season, whether it's been breaking tackles or hauling in, great passes, and hauled in that one for a first down.
Mark took approximately 2 steps straight back and just fired the ball out to Jeff. And Jeff, as soon as the ball was in the air, just looked in and pulled it in for the first down. Play designed to get the first down, and it did.
That Methuen defense that we see right now looks a little bit befuddled.
Yes, they do. I'm not sure how I would defend Chelmsford at the present time. Mark Brown, the quarterback. Ball is on the 40-yard line of Methuen's. Handoff is straight up the middle. Gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Johnny Kidd, ball carrier.
Yeah, well, we see John Kidd really didn't get much in terms of a hole in the offensive line. It collapsed very quickly.
That was a gain of about maybe 1 on the play. Chelmsford, first time that they've really had a play that didn't go for more than 5 or 6 yards. Brings up 2nd and 9. And we have a timeout on the field for the end of the first period, which shows Chelmsford leading Methuen 14-0.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
Great job by Chelmsford in this first period, and they'll start things up from the 38. We'll be back after this.
Also, the
Okay, we're back, Dan, and Chelmsford just totally dominated that first period.
Yeah, Methuen had a good drive in the middle right there. 2 quick Chelmsford scores, and good job by Chelmsford. Now eating a little bit of time off the clock.
It's
You have to
Chelmsford.
give credit to Methuen. They looked pretty good on that one series. They marched down the field, but they just didn't have it at the right time. But give Chelmsford's defense credit.
It's 2nd down and 9. The ball's on the Methuen 40-yard line. Mark Bootleg out to the right. Catches, throws the ball, catched by Johnny Kidd.
Wow.
And John gets a great block out there, Dan. Did you see the block that was thrown?
That was a great block. Kidd really a very fast running back and did an excellent job getting out and making that play.
That was a gain of about 15 yards on the play. Brings the ball down to the 25-yard line. Mark looked like he was in a little bit of trouble with 2 Methuen defenders chasing him, but he had just enough time to get the ball off, and John pulled it in for the first down. Chelmsford has so many weapons on offense, different people catching the ball, different people running the ball, and they're coming off the ball very quickly. They look sharp on offense. This is a new running back,
Billy Fury.
Bill Fury, who gains about maybe a yard or 2 on the play.
And Chelmsford will have a 2nd down.
So Chelmsford,
Kidd's speed on that one play. He looks very good.
John does look quicker tonight. He looks very decisive in making decisions. He really seems to have a plan, and when the ball is there, he knows where he's going tonight.
I think Kidd really is a leader, and I think after the last 2 games, even though they've come out on the winning side, you'd like to see him with more of a running attack. And I think he sees that need, and I think he's trying to do everything in his power to give them a great running attack.
2nd and 9. Ball's on the 24-yard line of Methuen. It's pitched straight back, inside fake.
John Kidd on the
Excellent
carry.
fake by Mark Brown, but the Methuen people stayed home, Dan. John Kidd, the ball carrier, gain of about
That'll
2.
bring up
Good
3rd
job.
down.
Good job by this tenacious Methuen defense to really pick up the play. And Kidd inside really can't get much.
That will make it still about 3rd and 9 now for Chelmsford. And they're in a place in the field where I'm sure they'd like to pick up 1 more first down anyway before Eric Mounsey becomes a factor. And Mark is inside pitch to shovel pass inside to number 87 for Chelmsford.
Jesse Hardick, the tight end.
Number 87, Jesse Hardick.
And he brings it down real close to the first down.
I think they're going to be just short where his knees came down, where the ball was, about half a yard short.
Another weapon for Chelmsford, another receiver. Nice gain on the play, brings up a 4th and about half a yard for the first down. Chelmsford is looking to pick up this first down, obviously. Brown calling signals, gives straight ahead to John Kidd, and he has the first down and more, down to about the 10-yard line.
Carry with the Lions will take over again. First and
Nice
10.
job by Kidd. They're going to be just outside the 10, so they're going to have a first down and 10. Still the opportunity to get the first down.
We've got some people on our offensive line that are really firing out tonight, that are throwing some great blocks. They're just moving the Methuen people right off the line of scrimmage. And the ball is on about the 12-yard line, so the Chelmsford Lions can pick up another first down before getting a touchdown. Brown calling signals. Straight ahead to Bill Fury. He's got great yardage down inside, and he's close, and he scores. Bill Fury just powered right straight up the middle. Gained 12 yards for the touchdown. Chelmsford's 3rd of the night makes the score. Chelmsford 20, Methuen 0. Dan, that was a great running play.
Yeah, well, you see why at the beginning of the season everyone was talking about Bill Fury getting in as a running back. Once he got into the open field, really no stopping him. Incredible speed.
He not only showed speed, but he carried a couple of people right down inside the 5 into the end zone. Bill Fury, a sophomore, Doctor.
Yes, he is. They had great hopes for him as a quarterback, but they found out he could run so well, and he passes well, so he's a great offensive threat as a runner and a passer.
Eric Moundsey's attempt for the extra point this time is right through the middle. Makes the score Chelmsford 21, Methuen 0, and 8:16 left in the quarter.
We'll be right back after this.
Okay, we're back. Eric Mounsey is kicking the ball off to Jeff Ferrelli of Methuen. And Ferrelli started straight up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, brings the ball out to about the 34-yard line of Chelmsford.
Good run by Ferrelli. Did a good job, getting Methuen into good field position. And I think Chelmsford, that interesting kickoff formation, not the usual straight across formation that you see out of most
No, that's
teams.
one that I've never seen before, Dan. It was something that seems to be effective, though. They've held Methuen down fairly deep, although they did get it out to about the 34-yard line this time, where Methuen will take over 1st and 10, trailing in the game 21-0. They need to score here, Doctor.
Yes, if they want to keep in this game, they need to control the ball as they started to do, but they stalled, and Chelmsford's offense is just unbelievable tonight.
Okay, it's 1st and 10, Methuen. Chelmsford's had the ball 3 times. They've scored 3 times. You can't do any better than that. Winters calling signals. Drops straight back. Hands the ball off to number 22, who is Tommy Randall. He brings the ball straight ahead. Gain of about 3 on the play. Methuen, I'm sure, would like to hold on to the ball, Dan.
Definitely they have, to compete in this game right now, they have to put the ball in the end zone. We're getting close to halftime. 7:46 remains, and 21-0 deficit is a huge deficit.
It certainly is. Just to lift their spirits, they need something offensively to happen for them. And Chelmsford certainly isn't about to let that happen. Winters the quarterback. Turns, gives straight back to number 22. Tommy Randall, the ball carrier, number 22. Tackled in there by number 68 of Chelmsford. And that appears to be, if I can read my notes here, Adam Noon. Is that correct? It will bring up a 3rd down and about 4 to go for Methuen. This is a play that Methuen really needs to keep the ball, Dan.
Definitely they do. 3rd down. They need to get this 1st down, which is about the 44.
Okay, Winters calling signals. He turns and hands it straight ahead. He didn't get the 1st down. It looked like Ferrelli on the handoff. A host of Chelmsford tacklers there, led by number 52 for Chelmsford. John Marengi again, who's made some real stops already. He is close to a 1st down. What do you think on this one, Dan?
It looks like they're going to be short.
I would say short again, and that will create an interesting situation for Methuen because the ball is on the their own 44-yard line. It will be a 4th down if they didn't make it, and it's close. Maybe they did. Officials, eight officials are down there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, so they did get it.
We had at least 6 eyes looking at that one, Dan.
And we were all wrong.
Yeah.
Well, we've been there before, so we won't comment on that. At least I know I have. I don't know if Doc has.
I've never been wrong.
No. You heard that, folks. He's never been wrong.
Nose of the ball touched the plane, so.
All right, 1st and 10, Methuen. The ball's on the 44-yard line, their own 44-yard line. Winters calling signals. Hands the ball, doesn't hand the ball, keeps it himself, comes off tackle, and is knocked down by number 7 of Chelmsford.
Tim Leahy made a nice tackle on that play, stayed with the play. Tim Leahy.
Okay, that will make it 2nd down and 8 yards to go for Methuen.
One thing that we see with the Chelmsford defense, on a running play, they always get a bunch of people to the ball fairly quickly. Good swarming action.
Quarterback had a pretty good surge. Have to give him credit for digging in and picking up 2 yards on his own on that play.
Clock showing 5:33 and counting. Score is Chelmsford 21, Methuen 0. We're in the 2nd period. Methuen moving from left to right. Winters calls signals. Hands Looks like a pass downfield to number 8, and it's intercepted. Chelmsford interception by number 24, Nick Palumbo. Nicky stayed back there and played center field, Dan, and picked that one off.
Well, it all started with Rob Winters getting hit right as he released the ball. Threw it a little bit shorter of where he wanted to, and Nick Palumbo did a good job tracking the ball and pulling it in.
That was a real nice, again, a good defensive series for Chelmsford. This is their 4th time they've had the football now, and they take over on their own 40-yard line, looking for maybe the knockout punch here in the second period.
I wouldn't call it knockout punch yet. Methuen resilient, and they've shown they could move the ball.
Okay, Brown is straight back. Got plenty of time, plenty of room. Fires it out to number 22, John Ravanas. Ravanas takes the ball down over the 45-yard line of Methuen, into Methuen territory once again.
Just it surprises me. While Chelmsford has so many weapons that they can go, really Methuen's going to have a tough time.
Aren't you impressed with the precision passing this young Brown is doing?
I'm impressed. He certainly, and I admire the way he's throwing the football. I certainly would not want to be a defensive coordinator looking at how to stop the Chelmsford Lions right now. Okay, it's first down and 10 yards to go. The ball is on the 46-yard line. Straight handoff to John Kidd. Breaks it through the line and comes out to a gain of about 6 yards. And he's got it down to the 40-yard line of Methuen.
Good job by Kidd, especially holding on to the ball there. You see the Methuen defender, desperately trying to strip the ball, trying to get something going. And he did a good job, both hands on the ball, which is what you need to do.
And I think it's really true that the pass has set up the run. Chelmsford has run the ball much more effectively in this game than they did in the first 2, Dan. All right, second down and about 5 to go for the first down. Brown keeps the ball himself. He's looking for Mike Smith and throws the ball intercepted.
He's intercepted by the Rangers.
And by Deloges of Methuen.
Intercepting the pass for the Rangers.
Then there's a flag down on the play that came in late on that play.
Not sure what that call could be. I think they were looking for Myers.
Well, without question, it's going to be Methuen football. The flag came in well after the interception, so they will keep the football, and we'll have to see what the flag is. Looks like a personal foul against Chelmsford.
Against the Lions.
So that play just didn't seem to. Mark might have forced that one in there a little bit, Dan.
Yeah, he was really under pressure, looking for Myers, and couldn't find him.
Just when we commented on his excellent passing arm, he threw a nice pass to the opponent.
I've always felt that maybe when you have a good thing going, you should leave it alone for a couple of minutes, Doctor.
I think so.
It's kind of like the no-hit perfect game theory.
That's exactly right, Dan. Well, we know who to blame. Mark, you know who to blame for that one. All right, Methuen has the ball now, first and 10 on their own 44-yard line. There's clock shows 4:25 left in the second period. No, we have a flag once again, penalty flag. Looked like some motion, Dan, in that particular play.
Yeah. That's,
Procedure call against the Rangers.
excuse me, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, motion most of the offensive line, so
right.
Bring it back 5 yards.
I think everybody was on the same page that time except the center maybe, Dan, who didn't snap the football. It looked like everybody moved, but the ball never came up. All right, it's first and 15. The ball is on the 37-yard line of Methuen. Methuen has the ball, 4:25 on the clock. Winters is back to pass, but he's keeping it. He tucks it under, and he's running up the field, gets a couple of blocks, and comes up after a gain of about 7 yards.
Not much room on the sidelines here, and just the bench getting knocked over on the Methuen sideline.
A lot of people coming real quick to that sideline.
He showed a little speed getting around the corner, but the Chelmsford backfield came up quickly. Number 24, Palumbo, is having himself a career night tonight.
Nick played real well against Tewksbury. Also, he covered the Tewksbury receivers real well and did a nice job on Wagstaff. It's now second down and 8 yards to go for the first down for Methuen. Methuen needs to put some points on the board to stay in this game. Winters is the quarterback. Calling signals. Drops straight back, looking for possibly a screen pass. He's rushed big time by the Chelmsford receivers, and he just kind of threw that ball away, Dan.
Yeah, he kind of had to. It looked like Elton Hammond.
Right, Elton Hammond was really coming through and creating a real difficult situation for Winters.
There's
I believe
Elton.
it was a screen.
Yeah, there's Elton right there. You see him, number 65, in the back there, and you just lost him. But he did a great job getting that in there.
It's
A nice rush on the quarterback, and Chelmsford seems to be accomplishing that tonight.
It brings up a 3rd down and 8 yards to go for the first down. Winters is directing his players in the backfield, moving them from side to side. Looks like he may be changing the play once again at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like it will. He's audible.
Right. Can't have too much time left. The referee is looking at his watch. He may not get this one off. He maybe didn't get this one off. There's another flag.
I think there was a false start right there.
Yeah,
One of the ends.
Another motion, I believe. I think Dan's got that one right on the head. Dead ball, foul, legal procedure. Methuen. So Methuen is shooting itself in the foot here a little bit, Dan.
Yeah, they are. I think the end right there that went, getting a little bit restless, knew they were running down close. The referee obviously looking at his watch. And
It's I think as a lineman, it's hard to stay in your stance for a long period of time like that. You have to be real patient and able to do that. All right, it's 3rd down and 13 to go for a first down. Winters pitches it back, looks like a reverse. They ran into each other. This play was just absolutely atrocious from the start. This never had a chance. And there is a flag.
Do have a flag in the play. It may be a hold.
This play, I'm not sure where it came from, Dan, but it almost looked like they invented this one in the huddle.
Yeah.
As we say, they drew it up in the sand.
It's illegal.
So
Illegal
it's a punting
procedure.
situation for Methuen. Looks like Jeff Smart is dropping back for Chelmsford. This is the first punt of the football game. And the punter for Methuen is number 45, and that is Derek Marson. Derek is going to be punting this football from his own 20-yard line to Jeff Smart.
Smart set up on the 32.
He's got plenty of time to kick it. Line drive kick. Jeff picks it up, looks for his blockers, runs straight back up the middle. Got a big hole, makes a nice cutback. Again, a great return by Jeff Smart. Got some nice blocks on the play. Found his way, Dan, right up through the middle of the Methuen defense.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and with that great return, we're coming back right after this.
When you buy disposable products for your home, you're really saying, it's okay to deplete natural resources. So when they tell you to buy stuff that's reusable, you tell them you'd rather throw it all away. Buy smart, waste less, save more.
All right, Chelmsford's back.
The play all started with the low kick, allowed Smart and the Chelmsford blockers to really get a good jump on the ball.
Absolutely. Chelmsford has the ball, fumble the ball. Chelmsford looked like a handoff was not picked up that time by Bill Fury. And he dropped it, but he did fall on it.
Yeah,
Billy recovered his own fumble.
Looked like the ball, just slipped out of his hand, got a little bit wet, the wet grass down there.
So he lost about 3 on the play, which will bring up now a 2nd down and about 13 yards to go. The clock showing 3 minutes and counting. Chelmsford leading 21-0. They have the ball deep inside the Methuen territory. Brown drops straight back, looks down the field. Got a receiver on the right side, and it's complete out there to looks like number 22, John Ravanas again.
Yeah, Ravanas is going to be just half a yard.
The time you concentrate on Smart, he hits Ravanas. If you concentrate on Ravanas, he hits Kidd.
Yep. Just short of the first down, going to bring up 3rd down and 1. Just a great job by Mark Brown, really spreading the ball around.
Once again, it's just one receiver after another. And Jeff made a nice cut, broke it out to the sideline at the first down marker, and picked up about 12 yards. So it's Chelmsford 3rd down and less than a yard to go for the first down. And they're on about the 23-yard line and wide open in the end zone. Oh, what a great catch. Just a little bit underthrown. A great call by the Chelmsford coaching staff where everybody in the place expected a run. And the ball was thrown down the field close to the goal line, just a little bit higher, and that was a touchdown, Dan.
Yeah, once the receiver caught the ball, immediately down, but starts off 1st and 4.
Mike Smith was the receiver on that play. It's 1st and goal. Chelmsford on the 4-yard line. Clock showing 2:30 and counting. Chelmsford has moved the ball efficiently up and down the football field. Here's Mark Brown calling signals. And he drops back again, looking for someone in the end zone. Can't find anybody, still rolling. He's going to tuck the ball under this time. He's got down inside the 5. He's still going. He bounces off one tackle. And he down at the ground. The ball may have been fumbled down there, but he's real close to the goal line.
Even
He
so,
ran about 25 yards to gain 2 yards, but he did an excellent job.
That ball was fumbled down there. Mike Smith came up with it, so Mike was right in the right place at that particular time, recovering the ball just about at the 2-yard line of Methuen. That could have been disaster, Dan.
could have been a really tough break for Chelmsford, but Mark Brown, you can't say enough about that run. How many times he was hit, and like Mr. Weisfeld said, 25 yards for 2 yards.
So this will
there.
bring up a 2nd down and goal on about the 2-yard line. Chelmsford taking some time now down to the 2-minute warning, I believe. They're staying in the huddle, and there is 2 minutes. The referee's coming to both sidelines, telling the coaches what's left in the first half. Chelmsford knocking on the door for the 4th time this evening. What I was really surprised at a moment ago was the fact that they threw the ball when it was 3rd and about half a yard for first down, Dan.
Yeah. Well, they got to do what they got to do to get the first down.
All right, here we go.
working.
Brown calling signals. Chelmsford lined up. Ball is given straight ahead to John Kidd. John takes it down to about the 1-yard line where he's stacked up by the Methuen defense. 3rd and about 1 to go for the first down. Methuen defense played that play well.
Got to give Methuen defense credit. Their backs against the wall. They made an excellent stop.
At this point, Chelmsford's really got to run the ball. So
Chelmsford's doing 2 things here. They're taking time off the clock, obviously. I know they want to get it in the end zone. Their clock shows 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. It's 3rd down and about a yard to go for the first down. I'm sorry, for the touchdown. Here comes Chelmsford up to the line of scrimmage. Like to get the ball in on this play. Let's see what they do. They've thrown from this formation before. Brown still has the ball wide open in the corner of the end zone. Looks like Mike Smith again. That's a 6th touchdown pass of the year for Mark Brown.
absolutely incredible. Just when you think they were going to run the ball and finds Mike Smith wide open in the end zone. Really,
I think
the amount of weapons is incredible.
I think Mark has had touchdown passes this year of 2 yards, 1 yard, and maybe a foot, but they're all touchdowns, Dan. Eric Mounsey on to do the extra point. Score is 27 Chelmsford, 0 Methuen. Ball is down, and the kick is up, and it is good. Okay, we're back once again. The score is Chelmsford 28, Methuen 0. There's 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Mark Brown has just thrown his 2nd touchdown pass of the evening, and it didn't travel a long ways, but it was effective. And Eric Mounsey is about to kick off. And Eric really nails this one down inside the 5-yard line. Methuen receiver almost slipped down. It's number 27.
Wow.
And that's Vaughn for the and Chelmsford has stopped them inside the 20-yard line at about the 16. Dan, did you see the tackle on that play?
I saw the tackle being made. I didn't catch the number on that train right there, but
Believe it or not,
great
folks,
job.
it's not an excuse, but we're a long way away from the football game up here tonight. It's a nice place to watch, but it makes it very difficult to see all the people down on the field. Methuen's in a very difficult situation now. They're deep inside their own territory. The clock shows a minute to play. They're trailing by 28 points, and it's certainly not a position that they expected to be in. And it looks like a broken play in that particular play itself. Winters turned to hand off, Dan, and nobody there.
yeah, I think what Methuen will try to do now, they're going to run the clock down.
Instead of one of his ball players, what he turned.
I think Dan's right. I think that Methuen will just try to get that clock to move now. Chelmsford probably very satisfied to see it moving as well. I have unofficially Mark Brown at 11 for 14, 2 touchdown passes and 1 interception, following that Tewksbury game very nicely. And Winters straight back, inside handoff, and gain looks like Long again on the ball carrier. And he gained about 3 yards, about 3 yards to go. And the clock showing 14 seconds and counting. That probably will be the last play of the first half, folks.
See if he tries to get that play off. The back, number 2, which was Farrelly, really just slipped right there, and they're going to try to get this
they got
off.
Another play off. The quick handoff to Farrelly. Long on the carry. Long gained about 2, and that'll bring about the end of the first half, folks. My name is Bruce Byam. I'm here with Dan Kachoupis and Dr. Stuart Weisfeld. Chelmsford is about to kick off, but as the players were coming on onto the field, one of the Methuen football players apparently said something to one of the referees, and an unsportsmanlike conduct was assessed, which means Eric Mounsey will be kicking off from the Methuen 45-yard line. So I don't know what he said, but I'm sure it wasn't that you had done a real nice job, Mr. Official and Sir. It must have been something else. So Eric has an opportunity to kick the ball deep into Methuen territory. Chelmsford is leading 28-0. They had the ball 5 times in the first half, scoring on 4 of them. 2 touchdown passes by Mark Brown. Dan unofficially had Chelmsford for 271 yards of offense, split almost 50-50 between the run and the pass.
Definitely, they did a good job there. A couple of nice runs, a couple of nice passes. Lots of nice passes, actually. It looks like Chelmsford going with more of a normal kickoff formation right here.
Once again,
yeah, they've lined up a little differently this time than they did in the first half. So here we go. Eric Mounsey about to kick the ball deep to Methuen. Back deep is Jeff Farrelly, and he kicks the ball in Jeff's direction. It's way into the end zone and out of the end zone. So Chelmsford will be on defense, Methuen on offense, starting 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line, and we're opening up the 3rd period.
Well, I don't think that penalty then really hurt Methuen in any way. The way Mounsey's kicking the ball, especially from this end, he's going to be around the 20 anyway.
Exactly. He does power the ball deep down toward the goal line, and this time he just kicked it right through the end zone. Chelmsford's on defense. Primarily their first defensive unit is on the field. Methuen coming out, really, I think, trying to establish some pride here, Dan.
Yeah, they're going to have to definitely do something in the second half.
Winters drops back and hands the ball to Farrelly. Farrelly takes the ball up for a gain of about 2 yards before he's wrapped up there by, looks like number 62 for Chelmsford, who is Mike Tusignant. Mike playing another fine football game in the middle of the Chelmsford defense. He has quickness, he has strength. Certainly the wrestling doctor, I'm sure, is helping him.
Certainly. A lot of Bruce's wrestlers are excellent football players. Their football players are excellent wrestlers, but they all do very well for our team.
Methuen. An attack, Chelmsford having a little bit of mic problem here, Dan.
Yeah. Trying to figure out why I couldn't hear anyone through my headset, but
that was a nice defensive play by Tim Leahy. Brings up a 3rd down and about 12 yards to go. The ball is back on the 18-yard line of Methuen.
Importantly, Chelmsford picking up where they left off in the first half.
Methuen coming wide with a sweep, and he is met out there twice by 2 Chelmsford defenders. Number 43 for Chelmsford, and number 62, Mike Tusignant. Number 43. Brian Viglione. Another nice play by Brian. Whatever Coach Fletcher did in that timeout to settle down the wide stuff of Methuen has been really effective.
Really it has. Methuen really hasn't had much to work with inside or outside for the whole game, and backs him up into a 4th and 10, 4th and about 11 situation where they'll have to punt. Punter standing on his own 5-yard line. Low
Derek
snap.
Mars in the punter, and he gets away another. This is a real nice kick. Sends Jeff Smart back to his 35-yard line where he starts to swing wide. A lot of flags down on the play, and Jeff is wrapped up and knocked down real hard by 2 Methuen defenders.
That's going to be a block in the back on Chelmsford. When you can see his numbers in the back, generally it's not a good idea to touch him, and to say the least, the Chelmsford player touched him.
Uh,
That was a very fine punt by the young Methuen. The Methuen kicker, I think, is just a sophomore.
Well, he certainly showed a strong leg there, and it was a blocking in the back penalty on Chelmsford, which will send the Lions a little further back into their own territory, a little deeper, where they will start 1st and 10, somewhere back around the 20-yard line probably.
Yep, probably about there. And
So now the Lions will take over first.
It's about the 27-yard line, actually, Dan.
yep.
So 1st and 10, Chelmsford, their first possession of the second half. They scored on 4 of 5 in the first half. Chelmsford 28, Methuen 0. There's 8:49 left in the third period. 1st and 10, Chelmsford. Brown calls signals, drops straight back again. Receivers downfield, pulls it, tucks it under. He's going to keep it and gets outside a little bit. Gain of about 4 yards on the play.
I don't know who that play was designed for, but he did have Ravanis pretty well open downfield. And I don't know if Mark Brown just didn't see him or not, but Mark Brown elects to take it himself and gets 3-4 yards.
And Mark's made some real nice decisions tonight, so certainly that keeping the ball in that particular time didn't hurt the Lions. They still have the ball. It brings up a 2nd down and 7 yards to go. The ball is just across the 30-yard line of Chelmsford. Brown turns, hands it off to John Kidd, coming off tackle, and he's wrapped up there by 4 or 5 Methuen defenders. Bring up about 3rd and 5, Dan.
About that, I think even more. He did a good job really driving forward, getting as much as he could. Good second effort, and really doing a nice job. He's a big kid. He's a tough kid. Very strong, very well built.
John had about 40 yards in the first half on 7 carries, so he's having a nice offensive night, caught a couple of passes, scored a couple of touchdowns. So John's been a factor in the football game.
He's 5'10", 205 pounds.
And just as the Lions get to the line of scrimmage, the officials blow their whistle, and looks like we have a timeout on the field. I didn't see, Dan, who took that timeout, did you?
It looked like Chelmsford, the referee. Pointing toward the Chelmsford side, so we get a timeout, Chelmsford.
It was a real quick one, though, just a brief timeout. Chelmsford's right back on the field and up to the line of scrimmage again. So it's 3rd and 5 for Chelmsford, and the ball's on the 35-yard line of Chelmsford. Brown, the quarterback. Drops back, quick, straight looking. Got his receiver out there, who appears to be number 2. Is that Will Walsh?
That's Sopel. That's
Sopel. Excuse me.
James Sopel.
James Sopel, the receiver. And another Chelmsford receiver with the football, Stu.
Yes, when you focus on one, another one comes out of nowhere. It's just amazing the group of receivers Coach Rich has developed.
So it's 1st down and 10. The ball's on the Chelmsford 42-yard line. Brown hands straight back, off tackle, bouncing outside and kicking up about 6 yards is Bill Walsh. Real nice run, Dan, by Bill Walsh that time.
Really, it's good to see Bill Walsh, breaking through. He had a nice run in the first half as well, and really doing a nice job. Coach Rich especially doing a nice job, I think, spreading the ball around to a lot of different running backs. We've seen Fury a couple of times. We've seen Walsh. We've seen Tim Holt.
What impresses me, Dan, is the fact that with as many people as Chelmsford is playing, they don't lose a beat. The timing is great. They're all in the ball game. Ball is knocked down, intended for Mike Smith.
Knocked down by
Evan Chasen.
Real nice play by Evan Chasen of Methuen.
Brendan Geisler is wearing Chasen's down. That's Brendan Geisler, Bruce. They've switched jerseys. You recall we thought it was a different man who made the reception, but this is Geisler now who's wearing number 69.
As if this job isn't hard enough, Stu. They have to go and change numbers on us. All right, Chelmsford, 3rd down, about 6 to go for a 1st down. The ball's on their own 45-yard line. Brown calling signals. Like to pick up a 1st down so they don't have to punt. Inside toss, and got a late flag coming in. This one could be a face mask. The ball was thrown to Greg Myers. Completion to Greg Myers. It is a face mask. And Dan, did that come at the right time?
Wow. Incredible. Let's see. We'll see if that's one of the 5 yards of the 15-yard personal foul variety.
and it does look like 5 yards, but it brings the ball up to the 50-yard line, which makes it third down now and about 1 to go for the first down. Clock shows 6:25. We're in the third period, and Chelmsford is leading 28-0. This is the first possession of the third period for the Chelmsford Lions.
It's a good break for the Lions here. You know, you go from third and about 7 to now third and 1 or 2.
And Mark Brown fakes the handoff to John Kidd, and he sweeps out to the left. He's got the first down, picks up about 7, and we've got another flag on the play. This one could go against the white shirts this time.
I think so. I think you probably have a hold in the backfield. Number 71 down there.
Might be holding.
And it does look like that. 71 is B.J. Wellman. Don't know if he was the guilty party or not, but it is going to be a hold against Chelmsford, which will negate the first down and keep it at third down, and this time it's going to be third and about 11 to go for the first down.
Looks like they're bringing in Jeff Smart and number 22, Jeff Ravanis, so it looks like they might be going with the passing play at this point.
In the past in this game, Chelmsford has gone down to the first down marker and just cut the ball to the sideline, picking up the first down on a couple of occasions. Let's see if they do the same thing here. Chelmsford has certainly spread out the field. Brown straight back, looking downfield. He's got his receiver. Oh, he hit his receiver, Jeff Smart, but Jeff had not turned to look yet. And Mark Brown threw that one fairly well, Dan.
Did throw it very well, and it hit Jeff Smart in the thigh, it looked like, and bounced right out. Smart wasn't ready for it.
That's the first time that those two have not been on the same page, and it brings up a fourth down now for Chelmsford. They're in their first punting situation of the night, and Eric Mounsey is on to do the punting.
Yeah, they're just going to make sure that Methuen doesn't get too comfortable here on defense. Really keep putting the pressure on them.
Back to punt.
Still well too early to pull out the first unit.
Right. Eric Mounsey back to kick. He's kicking from about his 21-yard line. The snap is a good one. Eric hits an end-over-end low kick, picked up by Wong, and he's back up the middle of the football field, showing some good speed. And back up across midfield, where he is knocked down there by number 55 of Chelmsford, who's Nick Hansen. Just across midfield into Chelmsford territory on the Chelmsford 49-yard line. First and 10, the snap is fumbled, and the pitch is still got back, and Ferrelli is running wide, and he is met out there by number 42 of Chelmsford, who is Brian Marino, along with number 12, who is Rudy Moore. Chelmsford has got some new people on the football field, a lot of brand new white shirts.
Clean shirts are out there. Coach Rich, when he gets a lead like this, likes to give everybody a chance to play, and it bodes well for the future, getting these young athletes in.
Definitely. You get these junior varsity players, and they play against what still is the Methuen varsity offense right here, and really get some good experience, set them up well for next year.
All right, it's second down for Methuen, about 4 to go for a first down. The ball is across the 45-yard line of Chelmsford. Winters running the option, hands off, and he stood up in there. No gain at all. Almost a fumble down on that play.
Almost. Chelmsford defense getting to him right as he made the handoff.
Looks like Chris Panagiotopoulos on that play, making a nice play. Chelmsford people that have not played much are looking forward to this opportunity to get in the football game. That was a loss of maybe 2 on the play, which brings up 3rd and 5 for Methuen. Winters the quarterback. Looks like he's audibling again. This is the 3rd or 4th time he's done that.
Trying to keep Chelmsford's defense on their toes.
And he keeps the ball himself. He's coming left, and he is outside the Chelmsford defense. And tackled there by Eric Mounsey and number 12 again, who is Rudy Moore. He broke cleanly into the Chelmsford secondary, gained about 12 yards on the play. And Dan, you described that one.
That was, yeah, helmets locked together. Ed Walsh, number 35, and one of the Methuen players had their face mask locked together and trying to pull them apart.
Well, that's certainly sticking their head right in there, Dan, I'd say, right? Anyway, Methuen has a first down. They're on the Chelmsford 25-yard line, and that was about a 12-yard gain for Winters, the Methuen quarterback. And he's calling signals again. And once
Ball
again,
start.
a Methuen guard just moved. He came to his stance, and he just gave a little bit of a twitch, and that's all it takes. So it'll be now 1st and 15.
It was that right guard, number 54. It looked like Tom Conlon, right guard, 6'1", 200 pounds. He's a junior.
Okay, so that'll make it 1st and 15, and the ball is just outside or resting on the 30-yard line of Chelmsford. Methuen has the ball. There's 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Chelmsford leading 28-0. And they moved again. This is the second time in a row, and this is the other guard. It looks like they're taking turns out there.
Well, that, yeah, sharing the wealth right there. It's going to be first down about 20. Really puts Methuen in a tough spot.
This is what we have not seen from the Chelmsford football team tonight or in any of the games so far. They come to the line of scrimmage. They're ready. They're prepared. They've been executing extremely well. And this has been a problem for Methuen tonight. They've come to the line of scrimmage, and anything can happen. So here we go, 1st and 20. There's quick count this time, and he has just blasted the running back by number 65 of Chelmsford, who is Elton Hammond, who just planted Eric Martin from Methuen, who gained nothing. In fact, probably lost about 3 down on that play.
Yeah, going to set them back to the 36, 37-yard line, or 36 right there.
Marsden had the ball and Elton Hammond at just about the same time. So it's 2nd down now for Methuen. They're moving steadily backward, and they're now on about the 38-yard line of Chelmsford. And Winters rolls out, looking downfield. He has a man wide open, and it's
that's going to be that's a blatant pass interference. That's blatant pass interference. Grab the jersey. But I guess it worked in that case. Number 3, that's Jim Pritz, the intended receiver. That would have been a touchdown.
That's exactly right, Dan. And Eric knew it. Pritz was breaking free on the goal line, and Eric just reached out, grabbed him, pulled him down. And now Methuen will have a 1st and goal.
You never like...
It's a 10-yard penalty, but it is an automatic 1st down.
Oh, they're going to call it holding.
Penalty, so
holding.
15-yard penalty, and the Rangers will still have the 1st down.
So it's 1st down now after a series of penalties back and forth.
Okay.
The ball is back to almost the original line of scrimmage where this series started.
Well, you really hate to say that it's a good decision to make a penalty, but in that case, it was a good decision. Marsden really saved the touchdown by grabbing onto his jersey.
So it's 1st and 10, Methuen. Ball's on the 21-yard line of Chelmsford. Handoff, pitch to Ferrelli. And Ferrelli's outside and gains close to a 1st down. Running wide. Winters executed that play real well that time.
They do a great job. Methuen Rangers team has done a great job of really shading everything.
Ed Walsh was out there to make the stop for Chelmsford, which brings up 2nd down and 1 at about the 16-yard line of Chelmsford. Methuen is back running the option well. Winters is faking the ball real well, and being able to get outside was Ferrelli that time for a gain of 9.
Yeah, but it's going to be 2nd down and it's short. Let's see if Chelmsford can stop him here.
Winters goes straight ahead, gains about the 6-yard line, 7-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Methuen. So the clock shows 1:47, and in the 3rd period, the score right now is 28 Chelmsford, 0 Methuen. Methuen knocking on the door, Dan.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door. They're going to try to put the ball in the end zone. At this point, it'd be interesting to see if they go for they probably will go for the 2-point conversion, but if they try the onside kick.
I know that Larry Klimas has passed. I don't think he has ever tried to kick an extra point. Here's Ferrelli running wide. He's got some room, and he's got a blocker. He gets to the corner, and he's driven out of bounds right at the goal line.
1-inch line.
And that was real close to getting it in out there. Eric Mounsey again out there making a tackle. Number 40 for Chelmsford, Steve Hawkins out there. But it's now 2nd down and about foot to go for a touchdown for Methuen.
getting a little bit sloppy down there. They're trying to keep things going on the ground.
So Methuen can get themselves their first score of the night. I wouldn't be surprised to see Winters just keep the ball himself, as he did on a couple of plays ago.
It's probably the best thing that they could do.
Right, considering their quick counts, considering their, they did it again.
Penalty flag on the play.
It looks like one more time we may be coming back 5 yards. Although this one was thrown by the back judge. And it's against Chelmsford. So a penalty that's really not going to hurt, Dan. You can only move the ball about 3 inches.
Yeah. Half the distance to the goal. That's the best place to commit a penalty if you do. That close to the goal line.
All right, here's Methuen coming out of the huddle, lining up. Winters the quarterback. And he turns and he hands off to Farrelly, and Farrelly's in for the touchdown. Score 28, Chelmsford 6, Methuen.
Farrelly gets in, and good job by the Methuen offensive line, opening up that hole on the right side of the line and getting him into the end zone.
Have to give Methuen credit. They came out and showed some spark in that drive and moved the ball effectively down the field, set up by a nice punt return by Long of Methuen. And Methuen is coming out and will go for 2 points now.
Really, they have no choice. They're down by 22 points.
Winters the quarterback. Winters steps back, looks outside, pitches it outside to Farrelly. Farrelly is met at the goal line and did not get in. Nice stop out there on defense by Chelmsford. And the ball is squibbed, onside kick, and it's covered nicely by Chelmsford. Methuen tried to kick that, Dan, to onside kick it.
It's onside kick, right? You can see the definite attempt to squib the kick, and he did a good job, got a good bounce, and bounced right off the Chelmsford player.
And Bill Phelan covered that ball nicely for Chelmsford.
You know, while we have the chance, we're going to say happy birthday to our producer, Sarah Patterson, down there in her truck. She just turned 17. May have been a bad birthday for she was stung by a bee about 6 o'clock this evening, but she's all right.
And here we go. Chelmsford running the ball straight ahead. Looks like Bill Walsh breaking through the line, coming up with a nice gain for a first down. He was stopped initially, Dan, at the line of scrimmage and just powered through.
What an effort by Walsh there, really making sure that he gets as much yardage as he possibly can. And that's a story, though. Number 2 has stayed in the Walsh family for years and years.
And Chelmsford now has a 1st and 10. They're into Methuen territory on the Methuen 42-yard line. Trying to move down towards the Methuen goal line again. And once again, Walsh is just running straight ahead. And a late flag comes in, and this could be another holding call.
Yeah, that looks
Evan
like...
Dunn, John McIsaac just opening up nice holes in there for the ball carrier. And it's tough to detect any hold in there, but apparently the officials are finding them. The line has blocked real well tonight. The backs have come through it very quickly. We have a new quarterback in the football game, Dan. Number 4 for Chelmsford, who is
Bruce
Rich, son of the coach, is a freshman who's now taking charge of the Lion offense.
Did a half-decent job. He's a small...
Young Bruce has been playing great in practice. He's worked his way up to be the number 2 quarterback, and we're very pleased to see him get his opportunity.
Okay, it's now a first down for Chelmsford. The ball is on the Methuen 49-yard line. Rich is calling signals. Kidd running back. He turns and hands straight up to Tim Holt. Tim Holt breaks it across the middle for a gain of about 4 yards. And that may be the last play of the third quarter. The clock showing 10 seconds and counting. Chelmsford leading 28-6.
Bruce Rich, number 4, the one freshman that dresses with his team. He's small. He's got freshman size, 5'8", 130. By the way, the freshman team today, they lost by a touchdown to the Methuen freshmen.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Chelmsford 28-6. And Chelmsford with the football. All right, we're back once again, and Chelmsford has the football to open the 4th period. They are moving right now at a 2nd down and about 15 yards to go. They're into Methuen territory where, Dan, it seems like they've lived for most of the football game.
Yep, they have done a good job moving the football. They've had really good field position, too, all through the game, and that's really helped. Started off with their second drive of the game. Methuen, picked up the ball and that lateral that was thrown overhead.
Right, probably the key play in the entire night, Dan, was that fumble that Methuen failed to cover, and Chelmsford did. Nick Palumbo alertly covering that ball, and probably was the key play so far in this football game, without any question.
Well,
Bruce Rich, the quarterback.
You knew something was going down because there was no whistle.
And here we go. Rich drops straight back. He's looking downfield. He's rolling right, throws the ball, and he's got his receiver. And we've got another penalty on the play. And there was no Methuen player within 12 yards of that particular flag. Mike Smith caught the ball, well thrown pass by Bruce Rich. And we have an ineligible receiver downfield.
I didn't see who would be the ineligible downfield.
That's a play, Dan, where I think the official almost has to go looking for something to call in that situation. Absolutely no effect on the play. No Methuen player there.
Make sure you're on time Monday.
That call just makes you sort of wonder if the flag just maybe shouldn't have been kept in the pocket. Nevertheless, it is assessed to Chelmsford, which is now going to create a second down and about 20 yards to go for a first down. Ball is back on the Chelmsford 49-yard line. Nice play by Bruce Rich. Nice catch by Mike Smith. Rich drops back, straight back. He's got a go pattern. The receiver is out there, just slightly overthrown. And his receiver was Chris Melvin. Almost connected with Chris on that play. Real nice attempt to get the first down and maybe more. 3rd and 20 for Chelmsford.
It'll be interesting to.
It was an excellent timing pattern, just a few inches short. It would have been completed, it would have been a first down.
All right, we've got 3rd down and about 20 to go. Chelmsford in the 4th period now, clock showing 10:33. Chelmsford leading 28-6. They scored all 28 points in the first half. They've come out and sputtered a little bit on offense in the second half, but still with the commanding lead in the game. Rich straight back to pass, looks down the field, throws down the field to Smart, and the ball is overthrown. A little bit high, and that'll bring up 4th down for Chelmsford and probably a punting situation. Dan?
Brucey really has a good arm. You see him absolutely air the ball out through Jeff Smart both of those times. It's just a question of getting him down for some accuracy. I think you'll probably see him split more time, get more time next season.
He certainly is going to gain from any experience he gets this year, and this is a good time to use him in the football game. Chelmsford's looking for their people now in a punting situation, and Eric Mounsey is back to punt. He'll be punting from about his 40-yard line. Back deep for Methuen is Forelli and Long, and the kick is off. It's a real nice kick this time, coming down to Long at about the 10-yard line, and he is just wrapped up there about the 23. Tackled by number 62, Mike Tuzinot. Nice handoff by Winters, coming straight ahead to number 26 from Methuen. The ball carrier is George Zakalis, and Zakalis gains about 7-8 yards up across the 30-yard line of Methuen, which brings up 2nd down and 3 to go for a first down. Chelmsford is using a lot of new people on defense. Methuen is still with their same offensive unit that started the football game. And time is against them a little bit. There's a fumble on the play. The handoff came quickly, and I think Methuen has recovered it. Winters handled the ball, but didn't really have possession, Dan, and dropped it.
Yep, didn't really have possession. Good hit. Good job by the Chelmsford defense, to really hit him, force a fumble.
3rd and 3. Clock shows 9:15 and counting. 28-6, Chelmsford. Methuen looking, they don't seem to have the quick strike offense that maybe they need at this particular time. Winters taking a long time, changing the play again at the line of scrimmage.
The thing about Winters is he really hasn't thrown the ball that effectively.
No, he has not. He's not thrown the ball well at all. Turns, and this play just never got developed at all. Winters still has the football. Dan, it looked like he audibled, but I don't think they all got the directions here.
No, I don't think so either. He did a good job really getting back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring it to 4th down, and they really have no choice but to go for it. 4th and a long 3.
So they're on their own 36-yard line, and it's 4th down, as Dan said, about 3 to go for the first down, and they're going for it. They don't have much of a choice here. We'll see what Methuen does. And Methuen is coming wide, sweep. Rangers, that's a first down and more. Number 27 is Kim Long again. Long carries the ball nicely up to the Chelmsford, to the Methuen 44-yard line. Gain of about 12 on that play. Methuen trying to hurry up their offense now, get to the line of scrimmage as quickly as possible. 8 minutes in the game, 28-6 Chelmsford. Didn't look like they were set, but I don't see any flags. And Kim Long again on the play. This time he's wrapped up and taken down for a loss.
26, number 26. So
Nick Hansen making a tackle. Looked like Scott King over there as well. Chelmsford playing a lot of new people now, and they're holding up very well. Methuen, 2nd and 11. Ball is on the 43-yard line. And straight back, looking downfield is Winters. He throws the ball downfield. Really, number 17, who makes a real nice attempt. Chad Gurnia is trying to receive that ball, but he was overthrown. I agree with you, Dan. He has not shown the ability to throw the ball well at all.
Well, I think in that particular instance, he really misjudged the wind. We've seen the wind. It's not a very strong wind, but it is blowing from left to right, and in that instance with Methuen going left to right, he overthrew his receiver.
3rd and about 11 to go for a first down. Methuen has not completed a forward pass tonight, to my recollection, and they really are in a situation where they need to throw the football almost every down. He's throwing again the same play, and he's got it this time. And this time nice catch made by number 17, Chad Grenier. Grenier catches the ball and brings it down to the Chelmsford 20-yard line.
I think at this point, Chelmsford really needs to buckle down. I think
that is his first completion of the night. Methuen is not out of this football game with 7 minutes showing, and they're moving the football down the field quite well.
I think it might be a good time to put the first unit back in there, just for the rest of the series.
Winters hands the ball off, running with real desire right straight up the middle. It's number 44, and that's Derek Marzin, their punter. Derek takes the ball down inside the 10, and now we're getting some Chelmsford people coming back in the football game. That some other new people coming in the football game for Chelmsford. Methuen has the ball on about the 8-yard line, 1st and goal.
I'd like to see Chelmsford try to put one more touchdown on the board before calling this a night.
Methuen has moved the ball impressively in this drive, and they're now inside. And a penalty flag down on the play again. This is the 4th or 5th time, Dan, before the ball is snapped that the flag has been thrown.
I think they might be calling too many men on the field.
They're waving off the flag. Referee is going to pick this one up.
Linesman thought he saw 12 guys. Chelmsford counted heads.
It's looked like that in some times tonight on defense for Chelmsford, but this time it's only 11. All right, Winters, the quarterback, looking to the bench, getting some direction from his coach. Looks over the line of scrimmage. Long count, rolls out, pitches out to number 27, Ty Long. Long has good speed, Dan.
Good forward progress right there, about to the 1 or 2 yard line. Really important now for the Chelmsford defense to step up at this point.
Long shows real nice speed.
He's speed, he has some nice moves. He's an exciting ball carrier.
Okay, it's Methuen, second down and goal. The ball is on the Chelmsford 2-yard line, and Methuen has about 6 minutes left in the football game. They trail 28-6. And no doubt if they score here, Dan, they're going to come back with that onside kick again.
They almost have to.
And long as the ball carrier bounces off a tackle and he's dragged down, and the official comes down. But he's saying he did not get in the end zone.
Well, we're going to call it the 1-inch line again.
Good job by the Chelmsford defense. Chelmsford defender
Tackle very nicely there. Almost went all the way.
really had a hold of that jersey, and that's what allowed him to keep him, within the field of play.
Chelmsford's coaching staff something to work on next year.
The one nice thing here is it takes them another play, which takes more time off the clock. So if they get it in the end zone, and Winters does get it in the end zone this time. Winters for the touchdown, making the score 28-12 in favor of Chelmsford. So Methuen has come back with 2 second-half touchdowns, and they've narrowed the gap now down to 16 points, and they'll try to add on 2 more, Dan.
Yep, they'll try to add on the 2 more points. They really have to get the 2-point conversion here. I think it's going to be important when Chelmsford comes back to really try to put the ball in the end zone. Try to cycle in some of their starting players.
I agree, and I know that there'll be an onside kick, and it's really imperative that you cover the onside kick. Methuen going for 2 points here. Winters calling signals. He rolls to the right, looks to throw in the end zone, throws it up in the end zone, and it's complete, and it's caught. And a well-executed play by number 17, the receiver, Chad Grenier. That's the person who he hooked up with on that long pass play. Chelmsford has, Methuen, has just scored their second time tonight, scored their second touchdown, narrowing the gap to 14 points. It's 28-14 Chelmsford. The clock shows 5 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Onside kick again, bumbled around a little bit, but Chelmsford does recover. Ball bounced off of John McIsaac, but was eventually recovered by combination of John McIsaac and number 92 for Chelmsford, who is Mike Smith. So Mike using those good hands, being in the right place at the right time. Important, Dan, for Chelmsford to take some time off the clock now.
Really it is. Looks like you get the first offensive unit coming in. Mark Brown's in. You see most of the dirty offensive line shirts. Jeff Smart's in there as well.
All right.
Fury, the
Here we go. Brown back at quarterback. The ball's on the Chelmsford 48-yard line. Brown drops straight back and hands the ball off to Bill Fury, running right through the middle. Bill's outside with some speed, running down the sideline, way down the sideline.
Wow.
Great gain by Bill Fury.
Great job by Fury, just with that excellent speed, breaking through the line.
And that gain probably in the 40-yard category that time. 35 anyway. Bill showing some nice speed once he broke through the line, outrunning a lot of Methuen defenders.
Out of all the guys we've seen, run the ball, I think I like Bill Fury the best. He's only a sophomore, though.
He's run the ball real effectively tonight. Brown hands off inside to John Kidd. Johnny breaks a couple of tackles inside, gains about 5 yards, down to about the 10-yard line of Methuen. So Chelmsford has bounced right back quickly, trying to reestablish control here. Clock showing 4 minutes and 35 seconds and counting. And it's second down and about 5 to go for a first down for Chelmsford.
I mean, you see all those dirty shirts in there. That means experience. That means game time.
Can't give enough credit also, Dan, to the offensive line of Chelmsford tonight. They've really opened some nice holes for the running backs to get through. Brown turns, hands to Fury again. Fury's met this time about the line of scrimmage, maybe gain of 1.
Taken down from behind by number 72.
Right. About third down now, and just about 4 to go, 3-4 to go for a first down. Chelmsford would like to put this one away right here, Dan.
Yep, they're going to definitely, they'll have to try to do that. If they put the ball in the end zone right here, you're under 4 minutes, you get a pretty good shot.
It's nice to see the first team in to calm things down for the Lions.
All right, Brown, quarterback. Full house backfield. Hands to the deep back, which is Fury, running straight up the middle. He's close to the goal line. His momentum carries him right into the end zone. Chelmsford scoring. Bill Fury running it in from about the 10-yard line. Just a great burst of speed right straight up the middle. Great blocking once again by the Chelmsford offensive line, and it makes the score now 34-14, and that should just about do it, Dan.
Yeah, brings him back up by 3 scores. Fury, that drive really augmented by the fact that Fury had a great run. It's 34-14.
Chelmsford scoring on 4 plays, getting the ball at about the 50-yard line. Eric Mounsey on to attempt the extra point. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it's right through the uprights, and Eric adds another point. And Chelmsford 35, Methuen 14. All right, Chelmsford has just scored an impressive 4-play, 50-yard drive, capped off by a great run up the middle by Bill Fury for the touchdown. And Eric Mounsey added the extra point. Chelmsford leading 35-14 with 3:33 left in the fourth quarter. Eric is on to kick it off again for Chelmsford. And he nails one deep down the field to about the 7-yard line. Methuen, Jeff Ferrilli coming straight up the middle, and he is met there and just knocked backwards by 2 Chelmsford tacklers. Number 28 was one of them for Chelmsford.
Ferrilli absolutely laid out there.
And that was Greg Jarvis, who was part of that duo that made a nice stop. Methuen will start this offensive series from their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Chelmsford quickly established control of the game once more with a fine display of offensive line play, good runs by Bill Fury, and finished it off with a touchdown. This is Long carrying again. Long's got some nice speed, and we've got a flag thrown on the play. A couple of flags come in.
They're going to call Tusignan on something. Right here, I think a high tackle.
Not sure what happened there. Number 7 for Chelmsford was in on that play as well. Tim Leahy.
Personal foul.
Personal foul, face
15-yard
mask.
face mask.
And that one is going to add 15 yards to the run by Long. Long has been maybe the one bright spot for Methuen tonight.
I don't know about that call, though. I know Tusignan really did take him down up high, which you want to try to avoid doing, but I didn't see a hand in the face mask. It was a forearm.
All right, here we go. Winters pitching back to ball carrier, who tries to cut inside of Tim Leahy, who makes a nice defensive play.
Leahy under pressure.
Derek Monson was the ball carrier. Leahy came up nicely there, Dan.
Yeah, and he was in the process of being taken down by number 69, who is the person that changed his jersey number. That's Geisler.
Okay, Methuen has the ball on the Chelmsford 46-yard line. 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Clock running with 2:45 in the fourth period. Chelmsford leading 35-14. Winters hands straight ahead up the middle to number 26, who is George Zalakit. Zalakit is down on the field, and we have a timeout taken, I believe, by Methuen. Methuen wants to try to conserve the clock, run a few more plays. They've shown a little more spark in the second half, Dan.
They really have. They'll probably they'll run the ball, try to get one play, and then maybe a second play off before the 2-minute warning here. Really don't want to use their timeouts up too quickly because they still got 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play.
They have the ball inside the 45 of Chelmsford. They have a 3rd down and about 9 yards to go for a 1st down. Certainly they're going to run 2 plays, even if they're not successful on this one. They have not shown real strong ability to throw the ball, although they've completed one for about 30 yards in this second half. They have been most effective on the ground, trying to run wide on the ground.
Yep, that's really where they have to. That's really where they've been doing it, trying to make the Chelmsford corners make that stops on those plays.
I think when you sit back and look at this football game, you have to really be impressed with the way Chelmsford came off an off week with enthusiasm, with execution. They dominated the first half, putting up 28 unanswered points. They showed real poise in doing that, both offensively and defensively. They were a dominant football team tonight.
They really were. You can't count your chickens yet, but.
And Brown throws the ball out to Derek Marzin. Marzin is tackled out there by number 28 from Chelmsford, who is Greg Jarvis for the 1st down. Clock is still running under 2 minutes and 30 seconds now. Methuen trying to hurry it up.
They're going to get this last play off before the 2-minute warning.
Dan, what lead would you be safe with so we could call it a night here?
Well, I kind of unsportsmanlike. I mean, you'd like to see him score more points, but obviously you can't do that in a high school game. They got a 3-touchdown lead, but.
That's right. Dan's a realist. Maybe I'm a little bit of an idealist here. Here we go. Winters throwing, looking deep. He's got a receiver who fell down.
Oh.
Had a receiver on the goal line, Dan.
And he still almost made the play.
Eric Dupre was down there on the goal line all by himself and slipped down.
The fates were with us on that play. The best defense was the slippery grass. That'll make a nice movie when they go over the game.
Okay, that brings up second down now and 10 for Methuen. 2 minutes left in the football game. Methuen is certainly trying to add 6 or 7 more or 8 more to the score. Chelmsford playing defense and trying to keep them out of the end zone. And the handoff goes straight ahead. Handed off to, it looked like Zalakis again, or Mazen. Can't see the number of that ball carrier. Zalakis was the ball carrier. And he gained about 5, taking the ball down to about the 26-yard line of Chelmsford.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break right here. 1:50 remains.
Okay, we're back late in the fourth quarter. The clock showing 1:50 to go. Methuen trailing 35-14. And Chelmsford, Dan, will finally get to play a football game in the town of Chelmsford next week, which would be, it's really going to be a strange feeling.
In the Lions, then, yeah, you're going to be good to see him in the dark jerseys.
It will be. All right, Methuen. Winters, the quarterback. Chelmsford jumping a little bit, but staying on side. Throws that little lateral pass out to Marzin, and Marzin catches it, breaks a few tackles, and is run out of bounds, which will stop the clock. He has a first down, I believe, down to about the, looks like the 25-yard line of Chelmsford.
That seems like the only pass play that they seem comfortable with, that, dump off in the flats.
I agree. It's a pass that's fairly safe, although it hurt them in the first period tonight. But right now it's about the safest pass that they can throw, and they have a chance to complete it. And it also gets them a chance to get out of bounds and save some of those timeouts. Winters comes up to the line of scrimmage and looks over to his coach. I guess he has the right play, Dan.
I'll see what happens.
He's not sure. He drops straight back, looking downfield. He's getting rushed. Oh, he finds his receiver.
Wow, what a catch.
Nice catch by the Methuen receiver, number 21, who is Eric Dupre. And he completes the pass inside the 10-yard line, which will bring up first down and goal. Methuen, clock showing 1:34.
I don't think that play was well defense.
I don't think they got inside that 10. It looks like about the 12.
You're right, Dan. It is. It's the 12-yard line. So it's first and 10 to go. Ball on about the 12-yard line of Chelmsford. Winters straight back to pass, being rushed, being chased, and tries to dump it off and gets it off. And it looks like it's intercepted by number 28, and that's Greg Jarvis, I believe.
And that is officially the nail in the coffin. They can run two kneel plays even if they want to. Well, Methuen still has timeouts. They really can't do that. Methuen's going to try to stop the clock as much as possible here.
Well, Dan, is it safe?
I think I'm pretty safe here. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That, by the way, is Stu Weisfeld, if you're looking for the singing talent in this crew. Dan and I will abstain from that, we promise.
I tried that a few years ago with Jeff Stallard. It didn't go over too well.
All right, it's now first down, Chelmsford, the ball on their own 20-yard line. Chelmsford trying to run out the clock here, and the ball is handed off, making a nice gain. Looked like Bill Walsh possibly with that ball.
Yep, kept going forward and going forward.
So Chelmsford trying to get the clock moving, showing it's under a minute now, 50 seconds to go. Second down and 5 yards to go.
Number 22, Jeff Ravennas. That'll bring up second down and 5 for Chelmsford.
Rich is the quarterback, and this certainly will be the last series of the football game. Chelmsford.
Basketball game. Start the bus.
Here we go. Rich calling signals. Long count. Turns and hands off straight up the middle. Again, a fumble on the play, but he may have been on the ground. Let's see what the officials call here. Andrew Sheridan, the ball carrier, and the officials saying that he was down. Andrew made a nice gain on the play. Gained about 6 yards, I think, for the first down.
First down.
And it was.
Nice surge by the offensive.
It'll keep the clock moving. They're inside that play clock, so.
This will be the last play of the football game. Chelmsford in no hurry. In fact, they may not even have to snap it again. They're going to stay in the huddle, and I think that's going to end the football game. Methuen's called a timeout, I believe. Why, I'm not sure, but they did with 1 second to go.
I think they're going to be. Well, that's it.
That's the end of the football game. With the final score, Chelmsford 35, Methuen 14. Chelmsford moves to 3-0, 2-0 in the Merrimack Valley Conference.
Well, this is probably the most dominating performance we've seen in the Lions. Dominating on both sides of the ball, shutting them out 28-0 in the first half, and then second unit playing most of the second half. And they really did even a nice job.
Yes, they did. This was a real solid effort by the Chelmsford Lions tonight. They established early in the first period. They established the football game, breaking on top on their first series, scoring on the first 3 times that they had the football, and really putting Methuen away early in this one.
I believe the coaching staff is going to be proud of this team because they wanted to establish the run, and they certainly did tonight. We saw some flashes of brilliance from the Fury boy, and this bodes well for the future, guys.